African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation on the 23rd of November, 2024. The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue to conduct a special military operation. Units of the North Group of Forces in the Kharkiv direction inflicted defeat on formations of the 43rd Mechanized, 57th Motorized Infantry, and 95th Airborne Assault Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine in the areas of the settlements of Volchansk, Lipsy in the Kharkiv region, and the city of Kharkiv. The Ukrainian armed forces lost up to 40 servicemen, an armored personnel carrier, 2 vehicles, a 152mm D-20 gun, and a 122mm D-30 howitzer. Units of the West Group of Forces improved their tactical position. The manpower and equipment of the 14th, 60th, 67th Mechanized Brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, the 115th Territorial Defense Brigade, and the 27th National Guard Brigade were defeated in the areas of the settlements of Kucherovka, Novosanovo, Senkovo in the Kharkiv region, and Ivanovka in the Donetsk People's Republic. 3 counterattacks by assault groups of the Ukrainian Armed Forces were repelled. The enemy lost up to 410 troops, 2 armored personnel carriers, 5 vehicles, a U.S.-made 155mm M198 howitzer, 2 122mm D-30 howitzers, a 120mm known as self-propelled artillery unit, an Italian-made 105mm Malara Mod 56 howitzer, and a 100mm Rapra anti-tank gun. 2 Enkleven electronic warfare stations, a U.S.-made and /TPQ-50 counter-battery warfare station, and 4 field ammunition depots were destroyed. Units of the Southern Group of Troops continued advance into the depth of the enemy's defense. Defeat was inflicted on the formations of the 24th, 54th, 56th Mechanized, 56th Motorized Infantry, and 81st Airmobile Brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces in the areas of the settlements of Chasov Yar, Orakovo-Vasilevka, Seversk, Kramatorsk, and Grigorovka of the Donetsk People's Republic. A counterattack by the enemy assault group was repelled. The Ukrainian Armed Forces lost up to 490 servicemen, a U.S.-made M113 armored personnel carrier, 5 vehicles, a Croatian-made RAK-SA-12 multiple launch rocket system launcher, a UK-made 155mm FH-70 howitzer, a 122mm Gvozdika self-propelled artillery unit, and 2 U.S.-made 105mm M119 guns. An ammunition depot was destroyed. Units of the Center Group of Forces have taken up more advantageous lines and positions. The manpower and equipment of the 23rd, 100th, 132nd Mechanized, 152nd Infantry Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the 109th and 111th Territorial Defense Brigades in the areas of the settlements of Sherbanovka, Dzержinsk, Shevchenko, Drozhba, Yablanovka, and Sukhaya Baka of the Donetsk People's Republic were defeated. 3 counterattacks of assault groups of the Armed Forces of Ukraine were repelled. The enemy lost more than 400 servicemen, 3 combat armored vehicles, 2 cars, a 152mm D-20 gun, a 122mm Gvozdika self-propelled artillery unit, and 2 122mm D-30 howitzers. A U.S.-made and /TPQ-50 counter-battery station was destroyed. The units of the East Group of Forces have improved their tactical position. They have inflicted losses on the formations of the 32nd Mechanized Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the 113th, 118th, 127th, and 241st Territorial Defense Brigades in the areas of the settlements of Volnoy Pol, Razliv, Oktyabr, and Novi Komar of the Donetsk People's Republic. The enemy's losses amounted to 155 servicemen, 3 tanks, 2 of which were Leopards made in Germany, 6 vehicles, a 122mm Grad multiple launch rocket system, a 155mm M198 howitzer made in the USA, and an Anclav electronic warfare station. Units of the Dnieper Group of Forces inflicted losses on the manpower and equipment of the 110th Mechanized Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, the 103rd, 118th Territorial Defense Brigades, and the 15th National Guard Brigade in the areas of the settlements of Novopavlivka, Molotov-Machka in the Zaporizhia region, and Kazatsko in the Kherson region. The Ukrainian armed forces lost more than 40 servicemen, 4 vehicles, and the Bukovl-AD and Anclav electronic warfare stations. Operational tactical aviation, strike unmanned aerial vehicles, missile forces, and artillery of the Russian armed forces groups damaged the infrastructure of military airfields, as well as concentrations of enemy manpower and military equipment in 149 areas. A MiG-29 aircraft of the Ukrainian Air Force was destroyed on the ground. Air defense systems shot down 3 French-made Hammer-guided bombs, 8 US-made HIMARS rockets, and 59 unmanned aerial vehicles aircraft-type aircraft. In total, since the beginning of the special military operation, the following have been destroyed: 649 aircraft, 283 helicopters, 36,559 unmanned aerial vehicles, 586 anti-aircraft missile systems, 19,491 tanks and other armored combat vehicles, 1,492 multiple launch rocket system combat vehicles, 18,405 field artillery pieces and mortars, 28,661 units of special military vehicles. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.